up? What's happening? It's your girl, Wande.
I do it for the turn up. And we ain't going nowhere. We praise him because it's necessary. So watch us turn this place into a sanctuary.
Wande.
I do it for the turn up.
She's a G for Jesus.
And I've come to praise his name. You're tuned in to Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. Butta the preacher. What?
What's happening? It's your girl Wande, and welcome to the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. Tonight I'm rocking with my Young Fly and Save crowd with the Christian hip hop. That was new music by Butta the Preacher, and the song is called Identity. Now shout out to my hubby Ellis, who turned me on to the track that was sent to him by a friend. I just love spreading the word of God, whether it's through prayer, song, or even poetry. And yes, I consider hip hop to be a form of poetry. So it's all good. If you want to get to know more about Butta the Preacher, follow him on Twitter at Butta, Butta, Preacher, and look for Butta the Preacher on YouTube. Now, before I move on, I want to send a shout out to my church, St. Paul Church in District Heights, Maryland, where the senior pastor is Pastor Robert J. Williams Sr., and the co-pastor is Pastor Bobby Williams Jr. Now, Pastor Bobby preached a powerful sermon this morning on the power of leading with prayer. He came from 2 Chronicles 7 verses 1 through 3, and even though the verses speak specifically about church leadership, the lesson applies to all forms of leadership, including being a leader in your family, on your job, or even just being the leader of your own life. Now, he reminded us that when we lead with prayer, God's power is released, God's presence is released, and God's people see their breakthrough. We are back to in-person service at St. Paul, but in limited numbers to allow for social distancing until we're fully on the other side of this COVID-19 season. But if you're not able to attend in person, you can still be a part of the service. We stream live every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitter. And for all the details, you can visit the church website at spchurchonline.com. That's S as in Saint, P as in Paul, churchonline.com. Now, I discovered this next song on YouTube while searching for new Christian hip-hop music, and I'm so glad I found it. The artist is named GS, and the song was inspired by a challenge Tyler Perry started on Instagram near the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. He challenged singers to a sing-along of sorts with the classic that we all learned as children, He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. Matter of fact, GS includes the Tyler Perry clip at the beginning of his video for this next song. This CHH takeoff is of the classic gospel song. It's called The Whole World, and this is GS. You're tuned into the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness with your girl, Wande.
Yeah, yeah, he got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole
What's up? What's happening? It's your girl, Wande. Now, I come to bring you the latest and greatest in gospel music every Sunday right here on the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. But if you want to get your worship and praise on all through the week, let me tell you about this cool Facebook page, y'all. It's facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Again, Facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Make sure you're tuning in, get your worship and praise on every day, and don't forget to like and share, and join me every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. Gospel and inspirational for every generation. This is Sunday Inspiration, Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
Let's go shoot that bionic. Let's go, let's go. Lord, I'm so grateful. He's never forsaken my love. Give praise to my Father above. On the same praise in the Lord. On the same praise in the Lord.
It's the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette. That was music from a young Christian hip-hop artist who goes by the name of Impact, and the song is called Grateful. I don't know about you, but I felt that in my spirit. No matter what comes my way, I'm so grateful to God for every blessing in my life. Even if I'm feeling pain in my body, I'm grateful that I'm here to feel it. Even if I didn't have the best day, I'm grateful that He allowed me to see it. Your life takes a different turn when you live from a place of gratefulness. And shout out to Impact for that message. Now, I wasn't able to find his social media links, but you can find the song on YouTube by searching Impact Grateful. Now, a quick programming note, I'll be back on the air this Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Spoken Word Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Now, if you miss any episodes of the Sunday Inspiration Show, you can catch up right here on Blog Talk Radio or catch up on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Podchaser, and almost anywhere else you get your podcast. Just Google J1 Yvette Sunday Inspiration to find where you can listen. And for my Wednesday and Saturday shows, search J1 Yvette Justified Madness. Shoutouts to my official promo team, Team J1 Yvette. That's run by my girls Amina, Alex, and Tracy. And you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team J1 Yvette. And also, make sure you're following me on Twitter at J1Yvette1. That's JWANYVETTE and the number 1. And also, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Fanbase at Justified Madness 31. Now, before I go, I want to send shout-outs to my hubby, Ellis, my big sis, Debbie Dead, my St. Paul family, all my fan bam, whether by blood or by love. I love you to life, and I love you for real. My Twamley, my Young Nation, all my Mad Hatters, Shane, and last but never ever least, my daughter, Jessie. She's the voice that opens up my show every Wednesday and Saturday night, right here on Justified Madness. Now, next up, I've got music from Lecrae, featuring 1K Phew, Wande, and Hulvey. It's called Restored. And on the other side of the commercial, I've got music from Uncle Reece with For These Blessings. God bless you and thank you for tuning in. I'll be back on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Spoken Word Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. Good night and God bless from your girl, J1 Yvette.
In dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Do we want to sit rusted, or do we want to join in on this process of being restored?
What's up? What's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette. I'm sending a shout out to my girl, Darlene McCoy. You can listen to her every night on The Nightly Spirit with Darlene McCoy, and also Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell and the Willie Moore Jr. Show at Almighty 98.3 on your FM dial in Summerton, South Carolina, or you can click on cbsumter.com/almighty983 to listen worldwide.
I don't know what you come to do, but I'll come to praise His name. You're tuned in to Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.